Alright. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, new location, private location, second location, whatever location you're used to calling it. But it is still your boys, as comfortable as ever, or as we can be, on this weeknight. Yeah, bro, how was your day? How was Graf?
Laka and the dog stopped barking. Thank God for that.
Don't jinx it, but we
Yeah.
do apologize for any dog barking that you may or may not hear.
Guys, this is an evening episode of Tig, so you must know anything can happen.
Yeah.
Graf was laka, bro. Hey, we banged it up today, I won't lie, so I'm feeling very, very good. This is a good day for me to record Tig. Yeah, that dog.
That dog heard you, yeah.
It's a good day for me to record Tigs, guys. Work was amazing. The campaign really smashed it up.
Oh, yeah.
How was it for you, bro? How was the day for you? Wait, first of all, okay, carry on.
I already know, just ask. I already know, just ask.
My man
Just
came
ask.
up in here, putting his head, it's burning. He said, it's burning. What's burning, bro? Let the people know.
Nah, bro. The first. I don't know if you're the first of many or the first of only.
Now, that's your first tattoo ever.
Yeah, my first.
Is that why when you put up on Facebook, you didn't want to show your facial reaction? You're only like, this ain't a video on your arm. I'm thinking whoever's recording is in the goatee or face.
Well, I didn't. No, I didn't record it. That was the tattoo studio recording for their page. So they don't really care about my face. They care about the artist's work. So they just hit that small snippets of what the artist was putting on.
Pain out of scale of 1 to 10.
Aye, small smacks, bro. The way they were overhyping it, I'm checking. Hey, they all even to me, hey, just eat something. You know, some people pass out. I'm checking. I know I got a high pain tolerance, but this was making me bang.
Yeah.
Bro, there's a point I was even almost falling asleep while he was delivering. For real.
Yeah, you look very late.
Bro, I was dozing off while he was eating this thing,
Yeah.
bro. For real. Especially on the bone. People say on the bone it's sore. For me, it's like a massage. Like it's a massage with like a small pinch, but it's lacquer.
And how do you feel it went for you?
Aye, over 100.
Yeah?
Over 100.
How long it took to do that?
This one took about just over an hour. Looking like an
Just
hour.
show the people what
You can't really
watching.
see it at the
A little bit
moment.
closer
They'll
to
see-
the people.
You'll see it
You
in
zoom
future
it in.
episodes. No. You can't
Huh?
really see it. Plus, too, it's bleeding out still and all that, still healing. So you can't really see
Yeah.
it. When it's done, you will see it. Don't worry. When it's finished.
And did they tell you not to drink like alcohol or things that will thin your blood and all that?
All those are myths. Mustn't believe the hype. All that stuff about don't get it wet at all and all that. All myths.
And you actually using Papantin and all when you... They didn't tell you what to put after you get
Bro,
your
you
shot?
just need to keep your skin moisturized. Any skin moisturizer is fine. Don't over moisturize it. Let it
Zambak is the old.
let it heal according to how it's gonna heal, and then in about a week or two, smooth.
Now, what does that say?
These are 4 different dates. So this is my Lighty Bruce date, it's my Bali's birth date, and it's my Mo's birth date. And underneath each one is my birthday broken up. Underneath each one to represent that I come from all of them collectively.
Oh, wait.
Shit.
And if you get another, thing, you'll fill it up.
If I get a Lighty or something like
Yeah.
that.
Do you plan to have like a force?
No. I plan to keep this arm just for this. So if I do want a sleeve, it'll be on this arm. Because also, on a more personal level, the reason I chose this arm, when I was dancing, like competitively, this is my dominant arm. This arm carried me through a lot. So I thought I'd put the family on my stronger arm. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm right-handed, it's the left arm when you're dancing, when you're falling, when you're spinning, all that. This arm was carrying me through all of that. So that's why I chose this arm. So if I get a sleeve or something else, I'll put it on this arm or somewhere else. But this is just be for the family.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
For those that don't know, I also have a tattoo, but you have to be married to me to find out where it is.
Yeah, above his ass.
No, that's my beauty spot.
Oh, wait.
Bro, you know what? Talking about graph, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is what I wanted to ask. You remember back in the days when we used to, you talking about b-boying and all that, when we used to have dance comps,
Yeah.
huh? And it used to happen at the community center, Padula Road grounds and
Yeah,
all that.
yeah.
What happened to those days, Ixie?
Bro, nowadays the lighties don't care about dancing, they care about shooting. That's what happened. Yeah, no one's cared about talent. Now it's about what I can do to make money, who do I need to go and see? Or
Do you think that's happening because there's no more of these activities?
maybe, bro. I just feel like the world in general is less concerned with things like that. As time has gone, I think everything has its time. Some things stay longer than others, but everything eventually fades out. I mean, bro, look at it. Look at All Stars, for instance. When was it a need to get a chuck? You know, when did you need to
I
get
still
a...
want to get a chuck, actually.
Bro, chucks are like a grand something now, bro. I remember,
Yeah.
I remember when there were 3
Yeah.
clips.
I went to tour for a Vans. I'm like, yo, I can never pay more than 6 clip for a Vans. Bro.
Yo, bro. But what I'm saying is the in things change with generations. It's a new generation now, bro. These kids today didn't grow up the way we grew up. So the social values or the things they would be attracted to are different.
But people still get, okay, in talking about those things that we're talking about now, things like America's Got Talent
Yeah.
and Big Brother, bro, they still get millions of views, and even Idols, for
Hey,
example.
bro. Honestly,
That's why they're still running.
I didn't even know Idols were still running, bro.
You see, that's the thing. Just because we don't watch it,
Other people. Yeah, but
you know what I mean? It's still...
hey, bro, for me, those things are all... Like, let me ask you this. Genuinely, who cares? You say they're running. Who cares that they're running? If you are in the comment section and you even know who won the last Idols, any country, just let us know. Because I don't even know. Who's the last Idols winner you know?
I have no idea.
You see what I'm saying?
But this is what I'm trying to say, right? TV programs, for example, they only run if they're still getting viewership, right?
True.
So, which means things like there's a new Big Brother that's coming out even now. Big Brother, what they call it, Big Brother Mzansi, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's coming out now this season. Big Brother has got its own channel, as a matter of fact.
Okay.
So, in order for that channel to be sustained, it means it still needs to run. Now, we're still on the topic of what happened to our community and all those days there. But you mentioned that, you know, things are changing. So things like Big Brother still happening, things like Idols are still happening, things like America's Got Talent or UK's Got Talent or whatever still happening. We obviously now, we've outgrown them. Excuse me. We've outgrown them, so we don't really watch those things anymore, right? We're watching other things. Sometimes we're not even watching. Honestly, I don't even watch TV anymore. I just watch football.
Yeah.
But it's still a
Same,
big,
actually, yeah.
It's still a big thing in the world. So yeah, what I'm saying is I feel like because, well, I want to know if it's because we no longer have those talent shows. This is what I remember. When we had those talent shows, Ozusuko and Swai, I was a dancer, you were a dancer and all that. Right? But then what used to happen was when certain small minority of group of O's come there and cause flops, then they stop having those shows. It happened at Badula Road grounds, it happened at Ogle Road grounds, it happened at the community hall, it happened at Beshe,
Everywhere.
it happened everywhere. Yeah. Even the Gunston 500 that used to happen no longer happens. Why?
Beach Africa.
Hey, bro. Because people came there and started causing flops, right? Fine. Now, do you think, talking about gangsterism, people rather shoot, do you think, why do you think people are turning to gangsterism? Do you think it's because of lack of employment, lack of opportunities, lack of activities?
I think misguided social values and lack of role models in your life make it very easy for you to be manipulated as a youth into that life. I feel like if you don't have a strong foundation, it's very easy for you to find role models in people that your peers look up to. But you must remember your peers also don't have a strong foundation. So it's almost like the blind leading the blind kind of a thing. And then you're moving with whatever is cool in the gully and all that. Because if you look at it, if these O's or cherries, anyone, any person, they don't grow up in one gully and then start affiliating with gangs from another gully. Like, it's not like you want to be this thing and now you look for the best place of employment. You do it in your gully because whoever's the in person in your gully, you start going there by them. So it's not like you're looking for this thing. You're just looking for where's it cool kind of a thing. Or where's the in place to be under. Who nobody's messing with or who everybody's afraid of.
But if you had a graph, you think you'd do that?
Some homes do have a graph in it. Bro, some people come from good homes. Good in, like their families are well off. Not even doing okay. Families are well off, but they still want to.
You see people like that, do you think it's because they first, this is what I think, right? You get two types of people. The people that you're talking about, that come from well-off families that do that. And you get, those are good people. And then you get good people who don't come from well-off families, right? Now, the good people that come from well-off families, most of the time, like you said, in order to impress people or whatever, they want to hang around with the certain crowd. And they go and then they end up going in to start buying the drugs. They start going to be the ones who buy the drugs from those people. And because they've got money, they kind of get somehow into the circles of the people who are actually selling, not the ones that are the runners and all that, the main O's, right? And then, because those people who got money know lacquer cherries, for the most part, because they come from rich homes, they drive nice cars, they attract lacquer cherries, as we are saying, cherries, you know, they smoke O's and nice cars. So these O's that are selling the drugs or whatever, they also end up getting in the circle of those cherries, or they mix with this bra because they know this O's bringing the cherries and he's buying my drugs or whatever, right? That's hypothetically speaking. Then you get the other O's, say, who are good O's, but don't come from that type of a circle, right? Unfortunately, like, because of their father's line, you know, most people go with what their parents went to. So your father was a mechanic, your grandfather was a mechanic, you'll be in the mechanics and all that. Nowadays, those things, they're not regularly hiring O's, especially like from because of this, unfortunately, the stigma that it, you know, the gully has and all that.
But also, on a touch on, I'll come back to that, okay?
Yeah. So they don't have those jobs readily available. But now at the end of the day, you need to provide. Now you're dating a cherry, you'll decide to, let's say you go to Secunda, right? You're coining it, you're dating a cherry, you'll decide, right, you're moving out to Posey, now you're getting a place to stay. After the Secunda graph is clear, you're parking by the Posey, you're in the gully, there's no graphs. You're not to say you're not sucking, you're sucking. There's no graph, but you're good though. And then obviously if you're in Wentworth or if you're in a community like this, you either know somebody who's busy or you also dabbling now and again. And those O's, that's what I'm saying, I feel like some of them are good O's also, because those O's who are busy, they're also trying to put food on the table, right? And then they'll tune you and say, there's a small hustle for yourself, for now, for the time being.
And then you see how easy it is.
And then
now it's the permanent hustle. Now Secunda's the side hustle.
Now Secunda's the side hustle. Secunda's where you want to go clean your crown.
Hey, bro.
Huh? What were you going to touch on there?
I was going to say, we said people aren't hiring because of the stigma. There's also, it's a culture amongst our people, and it's not everybody, but a lot of the time, bro, this thing of lighties just want to do good enough to get a graph, any graph. Nobody's trying to excel,
bro.
Nobody's trying to be great. The whole community is trying to be good enough. You know, they say, shoot for the stars, because if you miss, you land on the moon at least. These O's aren't even shooting for the sky, bro. They're just trying to jump up a little bit. That's all. So nobody's excelling. Nobody is trying to be outstanding. Nobody is trying to do something of relevance with their life. So if everybody's doing good enough, and everybody is failing collectively good enough, how poor is the standard? Would you hire from us? If you know everybody's not even doing good enough, but they're trying to be just good enough. I don't think it's a matter of lack of jobs, even though jobs are very hard to come by.
But where do you think that comes from, though? That thing, and you're right, because it exists and it's kind of like spread, bro.
Yeah.
It's not in pockets. It's like unfortunately it became a stigma of
Yeah.
colored people.
Yeah.
Where does it come from, bro? That whole thing.
It's I remember in school, the O's were like, you could see the O's weren't too busy with being great. It's like school was like a thing you have to do. And then the culture became, I have to go to school because I have to get a job. I don't have to like school. I just have to do good enough in school so that my uncle said he'll hire me, or my Bali's bra got a gap for me, or I can go study this and that. I just need to do well enough here in this place. Nobody's trying to, and also schools are in a mess, bro. Especially our schools. It's not a place where you feel like you're going to learn. It's a place you feel like you're trying to survive. Bro, I remember I don't know if I ever spoke about this on stage. My first day in Fairvale, I almost got hit in the face with a brick. Yeah, I remember.
Yo.
I remember I was in B block, second floor, outside Mr. James's classroom. Bro, I remember because I just came to high school.
You came from a white boy school, the white swag and all.
There was never a
Maybe
twang.
that's why.
There was never a twang. There was never a twang. But yeah, I did come from a white primary school. At the time it was white.
Yeah.
Well, now that I think about it, it wasn't really that white.
Or just wear blazers or not?
No.
Oh, okay.
We had, but no one ever wore them.
Right.
But yeah. Hey, but also, I'm below in favor got blazers also.
No. We don't have blazers in our below. The only blazers we got are the ones that... That type
Fairvale
of
had
blazers.
blazers. No one wore them, but they were there. But anyway, my point is this. It's nothing new, because even though I went to what you call a white school, after school, I'm in the galley with the O's. So it's not like this thing is new to me. In fact, what's new to me is going to Chick-fil-A. I was coming with lacquer lunches.
Mom remembered me.
Hey, that was a new thing for me. So now when I got to high school, this thing of you have to move to different classes, and one class is here and then the next class is on that block, on that floor. Bro, I'm still looking for the classroom. I remember I turned, they gave us these sheets. So I came up the stairs, the first 5 stairs. I hit a left. I'm walking. I looked up, I saw files, and then I looked straight. And bro, I think that time, because of my dancing, reflexes were, bro, amazing. Except, bro, because I remember I looked up, and before I knew what I'm doing, my head was already moving out the way. And then I heard it hit something behind me.
Yo.
It hit a person, but the sound of brick hitting flesh, bro. It's not a lack of feeling. It's not a lack of...
Hey.
I remember, I didn't even look back, bro. I remember I ducked and I heard it. And I just kept walking forward. I remember that. That day...
You didn't look who threw the brick, who trying to dollar you.
Cause this is big O's in the school, yeah, bro.
Back in our days,
yes.
those are like 30 year old.
Bro, this is big O's in the school, bro. I'm saying nothing. I'm shaking right. Never hit me. I kept it moving. That same day, I actually got stabbed after school, and there's another fight during a period. But yeah, that's the environment. Now, who's trying to excel and achieve? Who? You're trying to survive, and if you're not trying to survive, you're looking at these fights or whatever's happening. You're looking at who's winning, where they're from. This O's from Akali close. I need to become bros with this O because no one's messing with this O because this O's delivering all the O's. Everyone's bang off this O and stuff like that. Then all of a sudden, before you know it, see, people don't, bro. There's no office of gangs. You don't go start a gang like you start a business. You know, no CIPC for... But before you know it, unintentionally gangs are formed. Because gangs are your bras. You don't even realize it. Gangs are just your bras or those people that you let around you. And then one thing leads to another. Now there's other things involved in your circle of bras. But it was just bras in the beginning.
I was part of a gang. They're called the Essigai Glamour Boys. Like, we had just a Glamour Boy gang. This is to Glay, that's all. We used to slan lacquer, all the pretty boys, you know. But I wasn't a pretty boy. I was just around. Yeah. If you even wanted to put like tattoos over here, AGBs and all that. Essigai, all the bras. I won't say their names. Maybe they watch the show. But you'll know. If you know, you'll know.
But this is actually a segue into something I wanted to talk about. How do you know when you're depressed? How do you know when you're suffering with depression?
I was depressed one time. I think I did. I don't know if I mentioned it on Tegs or on my other channel. But I was depressed one time in my life that I knew about. Because I do believe there's times you don't realize it. You know what I mean? But when I knew I was depressed, was a few things happened. So I'll share the story. I went out with someone. We went down the coast, right? For the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Prior to this, I was not depressed. I hadn't had any experience with depression, you know, that I knew about and all that. So we went down the coast. It was lacquer. We enjoyed our time. Came back. The person flew back. Soon as I landed Pawsey, bro. As soon as put my bag down, went on the bed, boom, depressed, right? Now, how did I know I was depressed? You know what your normal routines? If you wake up in the morning, you check your phone, you go to work, you do whatever. You don't want to do all of that, bro. You're just sitting there, and then there's this thing that's in your mind that is just playing and playing and playing. Like, yeah, I don't want to do this thing yet. It's like, you know, hey, bro, depression is a swag thing. You know when you're running away from this negative shadow, and you're just running away from it, trying to act like you don't want to address it. And when it's here, it's about this small first. But the more you run away from it, the bigger and bigger and bigger it gets.
Yeah.
Until it just overclouds you.
Yeah.
You know? And then when it did that to me, it's like you don't want to see nothing. It's like you're in this dark place, this dark cloud. So even if you take your phone out, the light in your phone doesn't even shine. What's the point? You know?
Yeah.
You go to, you know, and if you have to go, like for me, you know, I don't know if I was going to work that time or what happened, but bro, I was just bad. But fortunately, I told myself that I had the peace of mind or the likeness of mind to tell myself that by the end of this weekend, I can't be depressed like this, because I didn't smack the feeling. However, I wanted to stay in it to understand it. So if I had to talk to people about it, I can talk from experience, you know, I can talk from a place of relatability, dog. I was there. Yeah. You know? But I said, when I wake up on Saturday, I'm not depressed anymore, because I can't stay like this, because then people end up taking their lives because of that thing there, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro. I feel like there's different levels of depression. And I feel like there's a level of depression that everybody has naturally. This is why. See, depression comes from at its base, it is some sorts of natural disagreements that you have within you. You might not even recognize what it is, but it's something in you that is disagreeing, and it's not agreeing with how things are. So now things are no longer, for instance, say you live in your life, like you said, you went away for the weekend or whatever, you were just living your life and you came back. Maybe it's something in the subconscious, maybe it's something that's been on your mind for years, but there's a level of disagreements within your body. I even want to say within your spirit, there's something not agreeing that's causing you to not be fulfilled, because it's a lack of fulfillment.
Maybe that cherry put Mutsi for me.
Maybe she put Mutsi for you. I don't know, bro. But I think everybody has it naturally, because if you look at the way we're living, bro, as humans, I don't think humans are living right, bro. Is it still recording?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm not even in a place or in a place where I can tell humans how to live right. But what I do know is the societies we've constructed, the systems that are in place, they affect some people more than others, but they affect everybody on some level. Just the fact that you have to get up and go to work so you can survive, so you can eat food that is provided naturally, by the way. The earth is bountiful, but it's been conformed to a point where someone requires you to go and prove yourself in order to get recompense, in order for you to put that food in your mouth. That's just like a broad spectrum thing. I'm giving an example of. There are these systems that are forcing us to be against our nature. So everybody has that level.
What's our nature?
That's a good question. If you're looking at it from a place of let's go back to, without being too spiritual, let's go back to Bible times. If you're a believer, we all know the story from Genesis. Nowhere in Genesis did God say, and you must wait for Cypress to open and go and make what you can for your family and then come back and hit it up with the O's. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, without getting too spiritual about it, there's a vast contrast from what it was to, and say it was just us, yeah. There's, in the world, everybody has a shot that they were trying to get on. Whether it be you're trying to be a billionaire, whether you're trying to make your company run, whether you're trying to sell cabbages on the road for your family, whatever it is, there is a goal that you know you need to do in order to survive. But the main principle is you need to do something to survive. You can't just survive.
Yeah, I agree. I also think, you say not to get too spiritual, but I think we get depressed when we move away from what our purpose is, or we don't understand what our purpose is in terms of, what we were purposed to do. And we get caught up doing the wrong things. That's why depression in teenagers is especially like rife at the moment and high, because when you're a teenager, you're discovering yourself, you're discovering who you are, you're discovering what your purpose
I was
is.
having this exact conversation with a friend of mine. I think it was like maybe 2 or 3 days ago, bro. I was having this exact conversation. We're talking about, I don't know where it cut though.
Yeah, so I'll just, sorry guys, it didn't cut off there, but
we'll find a way to make it stop cutting. But
I think people just they always feel like they're meant for more, right? And you said that when you got a graph and you get a promotion in that same graph, do you feel lucky about it? Yes, you probably will for the time, but it's like a dopamine fix, like a dopamine high. You're like, hey, you got a new thing.
Yeah.
After that day, they say the novelty wears off, and then what's next? You want more and more. That's why there's always a higher position.
Yeah.
There's always, and as Jacob said, always gonna be somebody that's got something better than what you have. Always gonna be somebody, better than the product.
100%.
But I think the purpose of people is to, in that space that you're there, if you can positively change somebody's life, you're happier for it, You're happy to go to craft. Can you imagine? You see, for me, I'm a manager there, right? Bro, for me to be able to take somebody who's had no sales experience, no experience talking on the phone, and watch that person go from 0 to 1 to 3 to 4 to 5 and the end product, and then call that person back and show that person the progress, bro, I wouldn't want to go and do something else because I'm not going to have opportunities to do that anymore. As much as that'll pay me more money, just makes me feel more happier, because I've this, and the response you get from people for that, you know what I mean? Because they, as much as you seeing how you changed their life, they seeing how their life has changed. You know what I mean? They didn't think they could do it. There were times when things were hard or whatever. And so that for me is what I think the purpose of people is. It's just uplift people's spirits. And
so people are here for other people, is what you're saying?
100%. We all here for each other. That's why the second commandment is love your neighbor, bruh. Love your neighbor, bro.
That's it's actually it's a very interesting point you've made there. It's a very nice one to chew on. I think we can chew on it until next week.
Yeah. Guys, we leave it there. thank you so much for joining us. This was a very interesting topic.
It was.
Again, we apologize for the dogs, for the water tank
For the
that
video
was outside,
cutting,
for the video
not a clear
cutting,
image of the tattoo,
for
for everything. There's a lot to
But
say.
we make sure we give you good content that you
Yeah.
can chew on.
Yeah.
In respect
And
of
thank
that.
you to everybody who has engaged with us in the comment section or reached out to us. Guys, the love and the support is tremendous. We promise we're growing with you, not just us growing and you're going to watch us grow. There's going to be engagement for everybody who follows and loves TIG. So please don't stop supporting. We appreciate it more than you know. And yeah, until next time.
Speaking of that, we saw a new O in the comments. I think you're from Cape Town. Welcome.
Away, yeah, I did see that, bro.
Yeah.
Cape Town. Away.
Welcome, bro.
I think he got his own podcast.
He does. I also mentioned so.
Away.
Welcome, bro, to the family.
Away.
Please spread the word to the people there. We love everyone.
Yeah.
Thank you for 202 subscribers. I always say that. 202 subscribers, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for how many likes was it on the video? We said 10 likes. We didn't got like 17 likes for the merch. The merch is definitely coming.
It has to come.
It's clear that you like the merch. We even saw the comments about the merch as well. We're also looking to doing other things, guys, like probably more activity on our social media.
Yeah.
You would have seen the TIG's Instagram post something.
Live events.
So we'll do a lot of more things. So thank you, guys. Just keep the love, keep the faith in us. Peace, love, joy, like a river mountain fountain. We out.
Sure.